All right, finally, after refreshing Disney Plus and the Clone Wars for 20 long minutes to get this episode, I finally got it to work, and we are going to review the first episode of season 7 of the Clone Wars. And let me just say that this episode was a great start to this final season. I'm very happy it started off right away, straight into the action. Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know I'm constantly uploading Star Wars content, so if you like what you see so far, please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. And without further ado, let's get right into the review of the first episode of the final season of the Clone Wars. So we start this episode off with Rex explaining to Mace and Anakin how the Separatists are pretty much figuring out his plans. So they want to take a small squadron to bombard the information center so the Separatists get caught off guard. And Rex explains to Cody that all the plans that him and Echo made are being sought out, so he believes Echo is still alive. And Cody kind of thinks he's going off the deep end, and he needs him to focus because they're about to go on a very, very hectic mission. So Rex is kind of all over the place, and he makes sense. Now we meet the Bad Batch. Now these guys are so cool. The introduction was really sick, and we kind of got them teased a couple days ago, so it was cool to relive that. Now their ship gets shot down, and unfortunately Captain Cody gets injured, and this is where we get to see some of the Bad Batch, the superhuman strength, these mutations we start to get to see. My boy lifts up the whole ship and rescues Cody from under it, who is trapped. And now we get to see the regular clones and the Bad Batch go out and just destroy this army of droids. It was super sick. I really like this so far. And we get to see them act like, just another day in the office. And we kind of get a real good feeling for what the Bad Batch is about, what they specialize in, who does what. And the regular clones are just kind of not as good. So now the droids are telling what happened and how the ship got shot down, and they're kind of confused because they've never seen the Bad Batch before. Now Cody obviously is injured, so we got the regular clones kind of talking about the Bad Batch, and after some talk and how Rex says he takes over, the Bad Batch is not happy about it, and Hunter has to get the Bad Batch to stop kind of like terrorizing the regular clones, funny enough. And after they get on the same boat, they are infiltrating the plan that Rex has to kind of bombard the information station without their ship. So after a successful infiltration in the first part, we get a little comedic relief here when the Bad Batch, he comes in a little late. Now we get to see the whole army coming in, and we have all the clones waiting to strike, and we got to see this whole army and what they're going to fight up against. Now, after they infiltrated the first part, the droids come and let the information be known that they have been infiltrated and war is about to break out. Now we get the Bad Batch tech hacking into this base so the clones can infiltrate, and when they infiltrate, we get to see the regular clones and the Bad Batch work together, and they are so smooth. It was so awesome to watch them just massacre these droids. And they get into the information center and they start hacking the computers, and this is where Rex finds out Echo's tag, his code name, his clone name is going through this wave, and he cannot believe it, honestly. And once he comes to the revelation, he's kind of shocked, and Hunter has to get him to come to his senses, and they need to get out of the base because there's just too many droids. So they fight off some droids, they escape, and information comes back, and they find out that they have been hacked, and the clones know that Echo is still alive. And it kind of sets up the tone for the end of the episode. The episode is over, and I honestly Man, I know this review was very black and white and it was very straight to the point. I didn't want to talk about it too much, and I just wanted to show kind of in images and give a brief description. But this episode kind of throwing a curveball right away in the beginning with the realization that Echo is alive and he's helping the Separatists. My boy Rex, man, I love Rex, and he had that pretty much figured out from the beginning of the episode, and kind of figuring it out sets a tone on what's going to happen for the rest of the season when it comes to the clones. Obviously, we know Order 66 is going to go down. We have Ahsoka going to Mandalore. She's going to be fighting Darth Maul. And you wonder what the clones are going to be doing right before Order 66. And now we find out that this whole arc where they're going to have to confront Echo, and they know Echo is kind of working with the Separatists, and all the plans that Rex and Echo made together will no longer work because, Echo already knows what the clones are going to do and how their battle strategies are. Now, I just want to know how Echo survived, why he's working with the Separatists, and seeing how we started off right away with the season, straight into it. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next episode or the episode after that, we really get to find out what happened with Echo, and we get to continue on with the final season of the Clone Wars. This was a great opening episode. I was very happy. I'm not happy that Disney Plus made me refresh for 15 to 20 minutes just to find out that I need to go to continue watching. If you check it now, season 7 is still not on the homepage of the Clone Wars. So I hope you guys like this review. You guys should go check out the episode yourself for a really in-depth look at it. I just talked about all the basics and what happened and summarized it real quick. So thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, may the Force be with you. And we'll be back here next Friday with episode 2.